Kiwis might as well go back to the dressing room now.
I wouldn't be in too much of a hurry to give up on them tonight, Koro.
That's good, because we're in the right frame of mind, Audrey. Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Tuma Mullins, Audrey Tamanui Nunn, who have been commentating for the Woolhandling. So let's, between you two guys, let's bring on the New Zealand and the Australian Woolhandling tests for the year 2015. The Aussies are coming on first, and Tuma Mullins said he's going to back them.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Please welcome our New Zealand team, Ken Payne, the manager, Kieran Herbert and Ronnie Goss.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got with me Jim Murray and his team. I'll pass the microphone on to him and just let him introduce his wool handlers.
Thank you. We're going to start off. We've got Sarah Moran. Sarah is our current national champion, very, very experienced with merino wool, but different story when it comes to what they're going to play with up here for part of this competition. We're very proud of Sarah. She's also one of our leading wool trainers in Australia, and that gives us a great deal of pride and also pleasure having her here. Give her a big clap. And next to her is Tara Smith, and Tara's actually a result of the training programs that we are running in Australia. She came over here a few years ago to Alex as part of a development team, and in the last 18 months or so she's had a very quick rise up into the open ranks, and as you can see, making it through to the Australian team. We see a big future for Tara, so put your hands together for her as well. And we would really like to thank the committee here, all the volunteers that have been around helping the last few days, all the guys that actually helped with our practice and our training prior to the event actually starting. And most of all, we would like to wish Kieran and Ronnie all the best of luck tonight, but not too much.
Well, Ken, I saw you earlier on having a little bit of a pep talk to your wool handling team. Can you just share with us 3 of the key points that you might have shared with them before they took the stage tonight? There's a lot of pressure on you. This is the first league for the New Zealand team, the wool handling tonight, the shearing tomorrow night. A lot of pressure on these wool handlers as well. What are 3 of the key messages you've said to your wool handling team?
Well, thanks, Audrey. I'll just start off today by saying that we had a little bit of an injury in the team this morning through the heats, so it was more of an encouragement thing for Kieran. Kieran come out with a back injury and we had to send her away to the physio, and so really I've just said to both the girls, kia kaha, go hard girls, and all the best. And just before I do sign off, I also want to welcome the Australian team and also wish them all the best. And same deal, not too much luck. And we'll have a beer at the end of it all. Thank you.
Okay, this wool handling test consists of 4 merinos. We have some merino shearers on the board right now. They'll be shearing 4 merinos, 2 each, 4 crossbred wools. There's going to be a countdown between each breed, so up to about a 15-second countdown. Contamination is what we're looking at. They've got to minimise that contamination between these wool types. So the pressure is really going to be on, as well as a seal time that takes into consideration. We'll talk you through this as they compete, but wishing you both teams all the very best.
Okay, if we could have everybody upstanding for the national anthems.
Two. Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. home is good by sea. Our land abound in nature's gift of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
E hoa atua o ngā iwi ngā tōna ata whakarongona me aroha noa ki ahua ko te pai ki a tauto atafa mana ki tia mai Aotearoa, God of nations, at thy feet, in the bonds of love we meet. Hear our voices, we entreat. God defend our free land. God Pacific triple star, from the shafts of strife and war, make her praises heard afar. God defend New Zealand.
Okay, Audrey, we'll make our way off the stage and let these wool handlers get themselves organised.
Karen McAnulty to the announcers table, please. Karen McAnulty.
If you didn't hear what's happening, these wool handlers will be handling 4 merino fleeces and 4 crossbred fleeces. There will be a 15-second countdown in between the breeds. We'd like all the shearers to share along together. Okay, so each shearer will handle 2 competition sheep each. The
Tuma,
biggest thing... Sorry,
this is
Audrey?
going to be about organisational skills, isn't it? These wool handlers are top competitors in each of their respective countries. So it's not about what they need to do. This is about the plan and sticking to that master plan.
Well, it's about contamination, isn't it, Audrey? Like, we're going to have merino wool up first, okay, and then we're going to have crossbred wool straight after it. So we're not allowed to mix the wools. In some wool sheds you go to, the farmers, after they've shorn crossies, they'll go through with a vacuum cleaner, hoover up, make sure that there's no crossbred wool for when they start their merino wool. So that's how important it is not to cross-contaminate.
We have merino shearers on board. They have been spoken to by our wool handling referee, Joe Hopkirk. So there'll be little need for us to hurry them along, Tuma, because we've got to keep that job right on the merino, especially for our suppliers.
Yes, that's right. I see the New Zealand team down there talking to their shearers. The Australian girls seem fairly happy. They're not talking too much to their shearers. See, Tara's taking a deep breath. She's ready to go. Remember, if if you've got family overseas, this is getting beamed live over the internet, www.goldenshears.co.nz. Give them a text, let them know. Hey Jay, are we right, bro? Are we good?
All right. The sheep are right. The sheep are in the wrong pens.
Okay, looks like we're good to go. All the sheep are in the pens. Timekeepers ready. New Zealand versus Australia. Shearers, on your marks. Get set, go. Oh, she's very quiet, Audrey. I think the Kiwis are a bit nervous.
I think you might be right. Listening to Ken talk about a slight injury to his team, I think he's just trying to lull the Australians into a bit of a false sense of security. I wouldn't trust the Kiwis.
Oh, he looked pretty sincere to me. I said to Sarah and Tara, I said, we got them. We got these Kiwi girls. But here we go, these shearers are working away. These sheep that they're shearing are wethers. So they're boy sheep without the goods. And their job is to mainly just grow wool. Pretty much, isn't it, Audrey?
Exactly, that's the double-folded skin. The more skin that a sheep has, the more wool can be grown on that skin. Doesn't look like a lot is happening, ladies and gentlemen, but believe me, there is loads of work. We're looking at length of the wool, contamination, colour. Some of these merinos do a -0 colour, into the minus numbers on a colour scale. That is whiter than white. They can be dyed, those beautiful pastel shades. So therefore, there's a lot of riding on the wool preparation for merino wool, Tuma.
Yes, that's right, Audrey. There's a lot more that goes into it than anybody thinks. Unless you work in the wool shed or in a wool store that you may not know. Elders Primary Wool are the sponsors for this event. Thank you very much to Elders Primary Wool. And it's a good thing. Look at these Aussie girls. They're talking to each other, always communicating. You know, they know where each other are at. And it's good because these shearers are working away together. We want all these shearers to finish at the same time with their merinos and with their crossbred sheep, just for time purposes.
They've got 2 tables, 1 table per team, 2 fleeces coming off. When those 2 fleeces drop, Tuma, the shearers go in and grab another merino. Therefore, they will have 1 fleece on the table, 1 fleece on the floor, 2 fleeces being shorn. So this is going to be about preparation, process, doing things right once so they don't have to go back and repeat what they should have done the first time.
Well, just looking at these fleeces as they're coming off, Audrey, they look like they're going to be good. They look like they're going to be good to throw. These Aussie girls down here on table number 2, you know, they thrive on this stuff. They work with this stuff every day. Whereas us Kiwis, you know, like Kieran's from Te Awamutu, Ronnie's from, where's she from? Apiti.
Apiti.
You know, that's in the North Island. You know, they're not in the South Island where they work with a lot of full wool. So, you know, these Aussie wool handlers, they have got the advantage on the merinos. But here we go. First fleece about to hit the table. Let's go, shearers.
What's going to happen, Tuma? Who's going to put their fleece on the ground?
Sarah Moran, she turns. Oh, lovely throw, lovely throw. A little bit overhanging.
Ronnie Goss places hers on the ground. Kieran Herbert gently does it, Kieran. Oh, I'm liking it over here on the New Zealand table. A wee bit of an overhang. If you're looking at the overhang, ladies and gentlemen, for every bit of wool that's the size of an A4 sheet of paper is 1 penalty point. So just on the overhang itself for the New Zealand team, probably about 1 and a bit. I'm myopic, I'm one-eyed, so I'm thinking it's lower than a 2.
Well, Audrey, just talking to the wool handling ref, she is saying that if you have a look up at the points, there's only 1 judge on at a time. So just because Kieran and Sarah haven't got any points next to them doesn't mean that they're absolutely perfect. It's all going on 1, and it just happens to be Ronnie and Tara. But here we go, the Aussie team rolling up their fleeces. Halfway through, they run back to their shearer. Hey, I think these New Zealanders have got the second fleece on, Audrey.
Crutch wasn't even off on the board. Wool handlers in the New Zealand team had already dispatched, processed their merino. They're onto their second one. Their floor is looking pretty good. Second merino's been shorn at the board as we speak.
Well, do you think that they just skirted it like a crossbred fleece?
These
What
are
if-
top wool handlers.
What did
may
they
not
do wrong?
Nothing at all, nothing at all. It is about speed, it's about process. The Australians throw that second fleece out. They're pretty be happy with that, Tuma. How's it looking down there?
Yeah, well, they just threw their fleece. A little bit wind overhang, but Sarah Moran, she's got the quick arm. She quickly pulls that wool up. I don't think that judge saw it.
I'm seeing a very similar setup. There's a number of baskets. I've lost count already, trying to count them. One lot is for their crossbred wools. One lot is for their merino wools. They've got to keep them separate. Aussie will be wanting to hear a little bit of support by now, I'd say, Tuma.
18 bins, Audrey. There's 18 wool bins here, 18 baskets, and all these wool handlers, you know, all these baskets should have a certain line of wool in them, whether it's brisket wool, whether it's cheek wool, whether it's short crutch wool, socks. There's so many lines. You know, these wool handlers, they've got it so hard. You know, the shearer just gets up there, takes the wool off, makes a big mess, and it's up to these wool handlers to, you know, process it all. Because the farmer gets paid for the wool, doesn't he? He doesn't get paid for the sheep getting shorn.
That's exactly right, Tuma. There's very little work. They're already starting to think about that clean-up, that countdown, 15-second countdown between these merino and the crossbred
Keep
wools.
the job, girls.
And it's all about to happen once these crossbred wools come out, Tuma.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hey, hey, hey. Aussie, Aussie. Hey, hey. Aussie. Hey. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hey, hey, hey.
Kiwis! Kiwis!
Aussies.
Even Steens at the moment,
Come
Tuma.
up
Nothing in
there,
it at
go
all.
on
Both
there, go on
have
there.
dispatched their first and second fleeces.
15.
It's- Time has started.
14.
15-second countdown for the merino. Ooh,
13.
a little bit of a drop there. Miles, did you
5.
see that? I don't
12.
think you did. Karen Herbert, she scoots down the
10.
side of that fleece. She's taking the short,
9.
discoloured wools away from
8.
that longer length,
Oh,
good
just a
coloured
slow
wools.
count.
7.
Who's it going to be? Both
6.
ball handlers are at the board. Each team is now at the table,
5.
getting rid of, processing those
4.
pieces that need to be got rid of.
3.
I'm not too sure how this is going to happen, Tuma.
2.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be some contamination going on here.
Okay, shearers, where you go? Let's get in with the crossies.
Crossbred walls are coming out now. They've got to clear the areas under the table. Can they do it?
Oh, look at these wool handlers. I thought they might have cleaned up and got ready for the, you know, put the crossbred fleeces on the table next, but no, they've gone with the merino. They're putting all the pressure on themselves, Audrey.
Well, Tuma, I don't think either team will be very happy with the throws for that last merino fleece. Huge fleeces. These tables are barely big enough to cope with the size of these fleeces.
Here these shearers go. They're about to go up the net. Wool handlers right there. Both the Aussie girls are with their shearers. There's only one Kiwi girl down there with their shearers. Holy smokes, is Ronnie riding here, Audrey?
Fleece is gone for New Zealand. All they need to do is get rid of that contamination. Kieran Herbert, she's working frantically at the board, coping with the two shearers, done the crutch wool, short discoloured wools, maybe the odd dag even, maybe the odd sock. Those socks contain hemp fibres. Those hemp fibres cannot be dyed because they don't hold the dye well because they're hollow. So they've got to be kept separate. They're not so much faults, they are oddments.
That's right, Audrey, they are oddments. Look at these shearers coming down the last side. Is there going to be some cross-contamination? We got merino wool, we got crossbred wool coming off. Come on, you Aussie wool handlers.
Look
what
at
are
the
you
New
doing?
Zealanders, they are on fire. They are clean as a whistle. No contamination there, Vanessa. You'll be lucky to get a point off for any contamination. Big fleeces on stand on the New Zealand side. Liking the looks of what's happening down there by the Australian team. Make the most of it, Australia.
Oh, lovely throw down there by the Kiwis. Come on, you Aussies, look at that throw down there. You got to match it.
Watch
Sarah
out.
Moran. Oh, that's a beauty too, Audrey.
Well, the Australians showed us earlier on in the open wool handling heats, Tuma. They can handle these crossbred wools. They got done a fair bit outside. I see they didn't make make it through to the quarter-final. Whereas Ronnie and Kieran here, their confidence is up. They made it through to the quarter-final, so I'm sure they are feeling like they almost have this.
Here we go, both these wool handlers back with the shearers. What's going on down there? The Australians have got a fleece on the ground. Why did they not throw it, Audrey? I do not know. What's happening down there? Is there a fleece on the floor?
There's a fleece on the floor here. Kieran is just about to pull that fleece together, grab those back legs, goes to the top of the table. Make it good, Kieran. And she does.
She just rolled that one out again. That's a pick up off the floor, so it's a double handle for her. And she goes, not a lot of frib or water stain. What they're doing is shooting around the edges here, viewers, and just taking a bit of that frib and that off.
And see, this is where it's so different to UK handling. I mean, they just get the belly, wrap it up, roll it up. Yeah, they don't really skirt it or anything like that. So it's a little bit strange when our wool handlers go over there, unless they've been over previously and so on. Okay, so here it is. Here we go.
Yep.
Well, viewers from Australia, I hope you're watching this because your two girls are doing pretty well.
Yep.
Oh, it's hard to say at the moment, but
Just shifting the table on an angle.
Oh,
Look at that.
That's
Help
a
at the
bit
far
better.
end. That's better. Chucked it at her. Just to make sure it was going to go over. She decided it's a good fleece. We can give it some ear. And Ronnie stood at the head of the table with some more ear. Oh, and she's put another beauty in. Australia, you're going to be happy about this.
Not too bad. A wee bit over that side there, one leg, but Yeah, what's the story of the one on the floor there?
Yeah, it's one there. The Kiwis have got the time because they're not necessarily getting one off the board now. No, they're ready.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, yes, they have.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah,
Ronnie from the side.
Yeah, they've used that beautifully.
Yeah, they have. She's
Tiny
thrilled
little
from
bit of
the
bunching
side.
there on the right hand side, but bit of neck wool first shoulder, but
Well, of course, Ronnie been round the sheds a long time, hasn't she? Oh,
yeah.
it was so good to see her. Oh, that one's lost it. She did a side throw too. She was actually walking towards the table and sort of tried to flick that one.
Didn't turn around far enough.
No, may have paid just to get to the head of the table. Anyway, that's
But you can hear that crowd now, Gerald. The Aussie New Zealand thing, they're all sitting there ready to go.
Yeah.
And of course now that the shears are finished, the time clocks are in because the time clocks don't take. Oh, hello, here we go. Yep.
There's some noise. They'll be watching the points upstairs too. They'll have a bit of an idea what's going on here. They would have seen what we saw, saying, "Oh, you Kiwi girls!"
Oh, look, the Aussie girls are out with the brooms as well. This is good stuff.
Oh, sweep, sweep, sweep.
The judges are changing, rotating.
This is the good, ladies and gentlemen.
This is nothing much in it.
These brooms. No, there's not.
Hey?
They use the broom though. They use a heap of air, don't they? They sweep it and then let all the breeze blow the ball. Look
See,
at
the
Kieran,
shearing
have a
boards
go.
are good. Shearing boards are good. Under the tables are done. There's nothing between them.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, here we go. There's nothing at all for time.
This is good
it's gonna
stuff.
come
Down on their hands and knees
quality.
here.
Oh, they're happy. They come
Aussies.
with a huge finish.
Oh my goodness.
The Kiwis thought that's enough. We're going in now.
Yeah.
Now it's the judges.
Oh, look at these points, and of course they won't have everything there. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, jolly.
So there's time's going to be
What
involved.
do we got? So they're judging. Oh, they're just calling two names as one, though, aren't they?
I would think so.
Oh, there we go. There's another little
Right,
bit.
there's a little bit,
191.
Yeah.
Oh, New Zealand and Australia. A
Yeah.
typical good ding-dong match, isn't it, really?
It's so good when it's so close, I mean, we all want our teams to win, but this is so good. That is so good.
Cheers. Well, these are the points up on the board here. The audience can see what's going on. Well, we're down to 194 and 195.
Yeah, it's all go.
Points still getting gathered at this stage
It's
from
all
the
go.
judges' little handhelds.
See, 12.54 for those fleeces. That's pretty good timing.
Yeah, it's a hit
Yeah.
shear.
A lot of work on that.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're puffing. Oh, Tara, isn't it? Tara's the younger one. She's puffing away there. Oh, drink bottle straight away for recovery.
Well, it's not easy. It's
No.
not easy, I mean, and they're under that pressure all the time. They know the time's got to be good. They don't want to be too far apart. Neither team wants to trail the other by too much, and they certainly didn't.
No.
Look at that. Look at the board. Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Super
A little
clean.
bit of wool up there on that side, and a little bit on the wool handler's steps, but oh, that's not much. I wonder what she's saying. She's puffing.
She is.
New Zealand for putting it on for us too.
Good girl.
I've got the New Zealand team here. You stay sitting down, Ronnie.
I'm not too worried about the microphone, making sure I say the right thing at the moment.
Just a couple of things from each of you.
Good work. You there, girls.
Did you stick to your
Here's Audrey
plan?
Tamanui, one of our commentators, the Woolhandling commentator. and
Karen
of course
had the
Audrey
plan.
herself has been-
Yeah, I hope so. Congratulations, Aussie girls. Yeah. We'll see how we fare, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Australian team for coming over and putting on another challenge, and for when you host us when we go over to your side, and all the best.
Well, that's the test, ladies and gentlemen. New Zealand versus Australia. Go get washed up, ladies. You guys are sweating like... well, we can't say that word, but what can we say, Audrey? How do ladies sweat?
They don't. They
Oh, they don't
They
sweat.
swint.
They swint. Okay. Wait.
That's going to add a bit of spice to it all, isn't
well, I
it?
don't know. And there may be some time points to be added, and there'll be something that's not quite added in there. Keep the suspense going. But oh boy.
Yeah, fantastic.
Well, we've had some great battles here from these Aussie New Zealand teams. Look, it's just doesn't matter how good one team is the other. You know, I mean, it's great when they're close like that, but it's just the fact that Aussie New Zealand win it.
Yeah, it is.
They love beating us, and we love beating them. So you know, it's really good.
Brings the best out of those tests. Really good, those, even the Shearer Woolhandler test spirit, actually the Shearers are going for it too.
Yep.
So there's no set pattern. We've got the Shearers going hammer and tongs, and they're bringing the best out in the Woolhandlers, and everyone's just going for it. But even that's just brilliant stuff. So that really leaves us here at the Golden Shears. Moving on, we've got the prize giving. I presume the prize giving will be tonight, an instant prize giving.
Yep.
And we've got the veterans coming up. So our last and final event here on the Friday night.
Got a couple of old mates in this.
Have you? Is that right? Oh, good work.
But I've been told I'm not allowed to yell and scream and shout over
We're turning their computers down.
Yeah. No, look, it's great. You know, as I was saying before you came up, it was quite often mentioned that they should have veterans, and one of the theories was that this likewise at Tikawiti it's the elite couple of shows, if you like.
Yep.
And of course this one has been an elite show in the world for a long time too. And one of the theories was that particularly novice and veterans, are they? Should you have them here and so forth and so on? You can go on to the reasons, but they tried it on the 50th anniversary, and of course that was a special anniversary 5 years ago, and oh goodness, we had a huge. In fact, they had to put it into two categories, over 70 and under 70 or something. I forget what it was. It was amazing. So they're back.
Oh yeah.
So look at this.
This is 11. Oh, it must have changed as I looked at it. So
dear.
We want the top. We're the top 30. So that's 11, 12. That's Angus Moore. If this is all confirmed and correct, which it is because it's all yellow.
David Burke.
Oh, Cam's
top
top
10.
qualifier.
Cam, Nathan, Gavin, bit of a change around.
Stratty's got up there.
Yep. Quality. Adam Browse, Dion King, Mark Granger, Troy Piper's in, Murray Henderson. David Justin and Digger's in, and so is Angus. So
you'll give me a round up.
And look at that, my mate from up north. Oh my goodness, one of our shearers from Darwin, Neville Osborne.
Oh yeah.
Just missed out. So there we go.
Nia's there at 21.
Shannon down 24. But I thought he showed quite well. But again,
third top qualifier into that event, which is a really good shear.
But again, it's numbers of sheep.
Yeah.
They only had to shear 6 in the heats, and now they had to shear 8, and the next one will be 10. And but that's the hard one to get from that into that top 30 into the 12. That's so close.
So there's some money flying around now as far as the TAB goes. The Troy Piper. Some people are putting. There's a bit of money, obviously, in the shearing industry. Some people are putting up to $1,000. I think someone put $2,000 on one person.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of money went
on
David Buick. Anyway, that's all gone now.
That's tidied up. Yeah, so he'll be, crying in his gin tonight, maybe.
I had a bit of a quick talk to one of the shearers on the way out, and he said, well, it seemed that the sheep in the last 3, 4, 5 got a wee bit colder, and that can affect them. Can affect them.
Well, I must admit, watching Dion King, and we're all sort of advising because he was leading that pack. And we're saying, Dion, that's 7 or 6 sheep for 6 minutes 20. It's not quick enough. But he was going hammer and tongs because he's right smack in front of me.
Yeah.
And he was looking as if to say, I want to go quicker, Gerald, but this is what I'm allowing at the moment, and I'm giving it stick. And I'm not too sure how they pulled those, 7 minutes, what did Gavin Much do, about a 7-minute 36 or something. So they're just on a minute behind on that heat.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
Over 6 sheep.
Yeah, so they're in amongst it. So we've got a bit of prize giving going on here, obviously. Kieran McNulty, our TAB man, but been involved here for a few years. He does a good job, Kieran, doesn't he? He gets up there and he understands the shearing and the shearers now, and he's done his research and understands that.
He's been involved for 5 or 6 years, but only 2 or 3 years in this, and we're so sad that Craig passed on. And I actually never worked with Kieran, although he was here the last couple of years. I was here, but a different role. But no, he stepped up, and it's not an easy thing to do, as you and I well know. No?
Yeah, well, you got the responsibility. You have a responsibility as an MC or a commentator.
We have a number of awards
to
present tonight. The first of which is the FMG Shearing Quality Awards for junior, intermediate, senior and open grade shearing. These are awarded to the shearers with the best quality points from the heats across those grades. And to present the award tonight from FMG, Conrad Wilkshire.
Thanks, Kieran. On behalf of the competition, on behalf of the other sponsors, it's our privilege to get alongside the Quality Award. FMG, for those who don't know, and probably most do, we're a rural insurer, and doing a good job and getting it right is what we've been doing for over 100 years, and we take a lot of pride in that, and we've got a big investment in this community as well. But what I'd say is the standards set around quality and shearing, doing a great job on the board is where it all begins and ends. And it was great to see the quality of the stock and the quality of the contestants. So it's a real privilege for us. This is our 10 years with this sponsorship with Golden Shears. We're very proud of being part of Golden Shears. And thank you very much for the opportunity to be part of this great occasion tonight. Cheers.
Thank you. The FMG Shearing Quality Award awarded to the junior shearer with the top quality points in the heats from Gisborne, Jeremy Morton. The award for the intermediate shearer with the top quality points in the heats, Michael Herlihy. And for the senior shearer from Levin, Michael Rolston. And of course, the Golden Shears is an international event, so it's always good when someone from overseas comes here and wins a prize. Awarded to the open shearer with the top quality points from the heats, from Australia, Shannon Warnest. Shannon was just saying he's had his other case for 23 years and broke the handle on the way here, so now he's got a new one. Whilst we're getting the photos taken, could Leanne Southey please come up on the board? The next award is the Mangan Graphics Woolhandling Quality Awards, awarded to the wool handlers with the best quality points from the heats in junior, senior and open grades. Presenting the award from Mangan Graphics, who has requested not to speak tonight, Leanne Southey.
Our FMG advisor.
The junior wool handler with the top quality points, Nira Hitoa. The senior wool handler with the top quality points in the heats, Irina Smith from Hastings. And the open wool handler, Karen Herbert from Te Awamutu. Now, Karen's actually just got off the stage from the wool handling test, of course, so she may not be in a position to receive this award, but we will hold it back until she's ready. I'd like to invite Lynn Patterson, who worshipped the Mayor of Masterton, on the board, please. Lynn has a number of awards for quality across the grades to award tonight. Before we call up the first winner, I'd like to invite her to say a brief few words.
Thank you, Karen. It's awesome to be here tonight and to see so many, well, it's touched everything tonight, from shearing, the wool handling and the wool pressing. So it's been an awesome night, and it's just great to be here and great to see so many of you here tonight. So thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. The first award will be the McGregor Quality Award, presented to the Wairarapa shearer with the best quality points in the heats. With 7.4 quality points from Masterton, Robert Mudgway. Doesn't look like Robert's here, so we'll move on to the next one. The next award is the New Zealand Shearing Contractors Association Triathlon. This is awarded to the competitor with the best overall points in all three disciplines: shearing, wool handling, and singles wool pressing. The winner will receive $500. From Martin, Jonathan Hicks. The next award is the Farmlands and Woolpacks Peers Wool Pressing. And I've been asked to ask the Sharper brothers, Ian and Willie, to come up and present the award.
Oh, this is a bit hard. The trophy that's there is for my mum and my dad and my sister that passed away. But the biggest one is our dad. He died last year. And so yeah, it's dedicated to them. And all the boys that do the pressing, you're awesome. Get your name up there. Just come back every year and compete. Because I'm coming back next year.
The winner of this award will receive $400 plus the Sharp family silver platter, one each. With 51 points from Masterton, Willie Kilioni and Cannon Gray. And second prize, $200, Vinnie and James Goodyer.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank the sponsors, everyone behind the scenes. Awesome final. Right from the start, I knew the Goodyer brothers would take it to us. So me and Willie sort of did a bit of preparation, and we just focused on bale weight, and that just pulled us through in the end. And it's an honour being up here, and thank you, Willie Sharp. Good to see your face again, and awesome. Thank yous.
Would Kelvin O'Reilly please make his way to the board? The next award is the Farmlands and Woolpacks New Zealand Women's Wool Pressing. And to present the award is Kelvin O'Reilly, Farmlands Business Manager in Masterton.
Thanks, Kieran. On behalf of Farmlands, we would like to congratulate the Golden Shears Committee for another great event. Just carries on from year to year. I'd also like to congratulate all the wool pressing competitors today. It was great watching the semi-finals and finals this morning, and to the singles finals tonight. But yeah, thanks very much, and proud to be associated with the Golden Shears. Cheers.
The winner of the Farmlands and Woolpacks New Zealand Women's Wool Pressing will receive $300. From Masterton, Fiona Healy. Well done, Fiona. This is a great achievement.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank the sponsors, Golden Shears, the committee, all the volunteers, Ian and our families for their support and well wishes, workmates and friends that are here also. Thanks.
Second prize will receive $200 from Masterton, Kushla Abraham. And now it's time to present the award for the first event tonight, the Farmlands and Woolpacks New Zealand Men's Wool Pressing. The winner had 37.8 penalty points. Second place had 48.9. The winner of this event will receive $550 plus the Riri family trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, an impressive long run continues from Masterton, Jeremy Goodger. Congratulations, Jeremy. Once again, I know how much this means to you.
Yeah, no, it means a lot actually. First of all, I'd like to thank the sponsors, Farmlands and Woolpacks. Ronnie, first time in an event for pressing, and you did well, mate. I look forward to seeing you next time, next year. I'd like to thank Mum and Dad for coming, my family, my partner, and all my kids. Yep. Just have a good night, all.
And ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate Ronnie Ihia, who receives $300. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation for this part of the evening. We'll now hand you back to our commentators, who will lead you into our next event. Well done, man. Good stuff. Awesome. Well done.
So you won't get that black force today. But he's a very good young fella, but admittedly doesn't smell at all. Maybe a little bit sweet.
I didn't do that one. She wasn't here.
No, but you should have left it till last. Yeah, what I like about them is that there is no middleman or broker trying to make a cut. Ask around the house. Or call 0800 366 466. FMG, we're here for the good of the country.
FMG advisor was a stock agent in previous employment.
Two.
People, poor rural people, so yeah. Well, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen.
There's my lads down there.
Yeah, father and son effort down there, Cora and Tunga Mullins, and they're about to introduce the last of our competition.